Welcome to today's podcast. I'm Maya.
And I'm Finn. We're here to dive into the latest sports news and discuss the stories making headlines.
Let's start with the Premier League review. We've got multiple rounds covered this season. What's the latest from the seventh round of fixtures?
The reporting highlights some key matchups and standout performances. Can you walk through some of the highlights from that round?
Sure. The seventh round saw some intense matches, with teams battling for top positions. The action was fierce, and there were some surprising results.
That sounds like a thrilling round. How did the top teams fare? Were there any upsets that changed the standings significantly?
Well, the top teams mostly held their ground, but there were a couple of upsets that shuffled the middle of the table. One of the surprises was when a lower-ranked team took down a mid-table side.
That's always exciting. How did that affect the overall standings? Did it create any significant shifts?
Actually, it didn't change the top four much, but it did give some breathing room to teams just below them. The reporting also highlighted some standout player performances.
Which players were in the spotlight? Were there any hat tricks or record-breaking performances?
There was a notable performance by a forward who scored a hat trick, helping his team secure a crucial win. That brought him into the top scorer conversation.
That's great. So what about the later rounds, like the 10th and 12th? Were there any continuing trends or new storylines emerging?
In the 10th round, we saw some teams start to find their footing after a shaky start. By the 12th round, the top teams were really starting to assert their dominance.
And did any new teams emerge as contenders for the top four spots?
Yes, one team in particular had a strong run, winning several matches in a row, which propelled them up the table.
That's interesting. So the Premier League is heating up. What's the mood like among fans and pundits heading into the next rounds?
The excitement is palpable. Fans are eagerly anticipating the next set of matches, and pundits are analyzing every team's chances. It's shaping up to be a very competitive season.
That sounds intense. Let's switch gears to a different story. Ole Miss is suing two former players who transferred to LSU. What's the background on this lawsuit?
The University of Mississippi alleges that the two players, Prince Will Umanmielen and Devin Harper, did not comply with revenue-sharing agreements they signed. These agreements were supposedly tied to their departure from Ole Miss.
So they're claiming these players breached their contracts by not compensating Ole Miss for their transfer?
Exactly. The lawsuit alleges that the players followed former head coach Lane Kiffin to LSU without fulfilling their financial obligations to Ole Miss.
That's a serious allegation. What are the potential penalties or damages Ole Miss is seeking?
The reporting indicates that Ole Miss is seeking close to $1 million in penalties from the two players.
Wow, that's a significant amount. How do the players or LSU respond to these allegations?
The articles don't mention a formal response from the players or LSU yet, but it's clear this is a developing story with potential implications for college athletics transfer rules.
Let's move on to some positive news. Indian athletes Gulveer Singh and Harjinder Kaur won silver medals at the Commonwealth Games 2026. What's the reaction been like from the Indian government and public?
The reaction has been overwhelmingly positive. Union Home Minister Amit Shah and Prime Minister Narendra Modi have both congratulated the athletes on their achievements.
That's great to hear. What were the specific events they competed in, and what made their performances so notable?
Gulveer Singh made history in the men's 10,000-meter event, while Harjinder Kaur excelled in weightlifting, setting new games records in her category.
Setting records is always a highlight. Did Harjinder Kaur share any personal insights into her win, like what it meant to her or her family?
Actually, she did. Harjinder mentioned that she spoke to her mother first after winning, and her mother was a bit upset with her for being away for competitions.
That's a touching moment. Family reactions can be really heartfelt. What about Gulveer's performance? Was there anything remarkable about his achievement?
Gulveer's performance in the 10,000 was historic, marking a significant milestone for Indian athletics at the Commonwealth Games.
That sounds like a standout achievement. Let's dive deeper into Harjinder's story. What were some of her thoughts on winning the silver medal?
Harjinder shared that she had initially doubted whether she should continue with weightlifting due to concerns about her physique. But she persevered and ended up winning the silver.
That's really inspiring. Overcoming self-doubt is a big part of any athlete's journey. Did she mention anything about her training or preparation that led to this success?
The articles mentioned that she had battled self-doubt and worries about her physique, but her hard work paid off. She also set new games records in snatch and clean and jerk.
That's fantastic. Records are always a great indicator of an athlete's dedication and talent. What about the broader impact of her win on Indian weightlifting?
Her achievement is likely to inspire young weightlifters in India, showing them that with perseverance and hard work, they can achieve similar success.
Let's switch to a different sports story. The Indian Fever recently won against the Seattle Storm, but there's some controversy surrounding a rally before the game. What happened?
There was a rally in support of Sophie Cunningham, who made some comments about transgender athletes. The Fever players, including Cunningham and Caitlin Clark, were not made available for post-game questions about the rally.
That's interesting. So there was a noticeable absence of commentary from the players on this sensitive topic?
Yes, the Fever avoided addressing the rally or Cunningham's comments directly in the post-game press conference.
That suggests there might be some controversy or sensitivity around the issue. Did the reporting provide any context about the rally or Cunningham's comments?
The articles mentioned that a crowd gathered outside the arena in support of Cunningham, indicating there was a significant reaction to her comments.
Ah, I see. So it seems like this story is still unfolding. How might this affect the Fever's dynamics or public perception moving forward?
It's likely to keep the spotlight on the team and Cunningham, potentially influencing public opinion and media scrutiny.
Well, we've covered a range of stories today, from the Premier League to the Commonwealth Games and some controversy in the WNBA. Thanks for joining me, Maya.
Thanks, Finn. It's been a pleasure discussing these stories with you.
And to our listeners, thanks for tuning in. Until next time.
Cheers.